You connected, Ma?
Yeah, I had to get on my computer because my tablet's dead. I forgot to charge it last night.
Really?
Whoa!
Okay, so it crashed. Hang on.
Hmm?
Oh, I gotta restart the bot.
Mm.
Okay, now that ought to work.
Yeah, like I said, I'm gonna have to be on on my computer today.
There we go.
Cause dummy me forgot to put the tablet on the charger last night.
Sounds like me.
Okay, I need to put some music on.
Da da dum bum bum bum. There we go.
Okay, can I have my phone back, please? Mr. Harold.
Okay. You open it.
How much have you had this morning? Two what?
Two cookies.
I think you've had enough sugar. Go put this in the dirty
I
laundry.
cannot have my other cookies. A cookie.
I think you've had enough sugar for right now. Okay?
It was so good.
I know it was so good.
There's two cookies. I think a good one. Yeah. Oh. With my neck. Typo.
Come on, quit screwing with me.
It's for me.
There we go.
I can listen to. What? I don't know where we into moving studio.
Got
Center.
it.
Yep, I see ya.
Okay, you're making it sound all dizzy there. Calm down. Okay?
How we making to what do camera mean?
Hmm?
What do camera mean?
Camera? That's where he was just at. He was in Mongolia. He's in Mongolia.
Yeah, we make him at Mongolia.
How can we? Mongolia is on the other side of the country, boy.
I'm live, Harold. Now be quiet, please.
Harold, come here. See? See? It's time to behave. Okay? Now, Harold, you can either go get one and play, or you can go get one of your coloring books and color. Where are you going to go to play?
They want to drink it.
Oh, gosh. That's small.
They're not big. What?
Harold.
Can I do it? No.
Someone needs to steal Bry's phone so we can turn him on.
Evan,
Go tell Bri that Daddy's on.
okay.
Oops. Where's the end of this cord?
Okay. Countdown to done.
Yep. I just got to get my, that works. Why is that not working?
Gingivitis. Wow, nobody has donated.
Not on the Muxie, so the Muxie knows it's there.
Come on.
uh,
Just wait for you
oh, is that it?
to take the
Nope.
screen off.
Yeah, well, I have a webcam failure. My computer webcam is not activating. There it goes. All right, now we're set. All right, welcome, Gingivitis.
Come on. There, thank you. You gotta be careful. She's out.
Yeah, I have had one person donate, but he didn't use the Muxie link, so it didn't count it. It's a big goal anyway, very long term goal. Help me uh, buy glass and some more 3D printers and that sort of thing. Uh, rolling in a little late, but had to get the roast going for dinner tonight. We're doing the big quote unquote Christmas dinner tonight instead of tomorrow because the kids will probably.
Why don't you show the tree so they see why?
Oh, yeah. Because tomorrow, I don't know if you can see that tree. You know, we got kids,
There you
and
go. There you go.
and so the kids will be probably too busy playing to really have a good sit-down dinner.
About 30 seconds behind.
Yeah. Alrighty then. Just need to get a piece of paper, and I'll start making my first template for today.
Okay, Danny's on.
Yeah, I see him.
Ready?
Hey, no puffering, you damn thing.
What, your tablet again?
No, my tablet's on the charger. I have no battery on my tablet.
Oh, just the app on your phone.
I'm on my computer. Watching. That's why I'm up here, not down
Not
there.
big enough.
How you type?
Don't worry about it, Harold. Alright, there we go. Almost. Yeah. Try to recycle my paper as much as possible. There we go. Huh?
Well, since I'm sitting up here, all I hear is the radio.
Well, then turn your volume on a little bit.
So
If you keep it low, I won't be able to hear it here. At least not bad.
You can't hear my. Okay, it says you have 93 followers, 298 following, and you had 459 people saying, Harold, Harold, Harold.
I think that's total views on the channel.
Yeah. Put her down.
Who said nutcracker?
Oh, there we go. We'll go this way.
And who's the gingerbread?
There. We'll use that outside line.
No. Gingerbread is the candy cane.
That's everybody's.
They only got my name. And if for me,
Harold, come here.
Oh, now I gotta fix my computer again since I'm standing up. There we go. Something like that.
Okay. Put her down. Give me back my notepad. Let's see.
What?
Gingivitis says, have you heard of multi-witch?
I've heard of it. I have no idea how to use it. Ugh.
Come here. I am up here. I
I lost my
So either
skizzers.
or go to Bryce's room. No. If you want to watch Daddy, you can watch Daddy on Bryce's room.
Hmm.
Or no. There's two nice
There they are.
TVs on up there.
They got shuffled around this morning.
There's one glass. Look at this. I'm already cut up. See right there? And right there? That's me. But I'm already cut up from the glass on Daddy's table. If you want to watch him on the tablet, grab a chair and come sit. Or on the computer. Harold.
I want to play track.
No, you're not.
Because Daddy track helper.
Nobody.
Wait.
Okay? One more time. Repeat that after me. And you do not listen. You will get your butt sent to the mat. Is that what you want?
Yep, I've heard of multi-twitch. Actually, one of the people that I follow, SparkyFace5, did a multi-twitch with someone a long time ago.
We can do Daddy for this.
But I have no idea how to use it.
Stop. Sit down, man.
Can I sit on the couch?
I don't want to see your head popping up over there.
I think there's a command or something to get it started. But well, the cool thing is like when they start it, the viewers can stay in one person's channel or the other, or watch them both at the same time. So there's kind of a choice there.
He says he's looking into it. Exactly.
Anyway, let's see. I don't think I have a piece big enough. Close but no cigar. Now, this particular color has been giving me grief ever since I started working with it. So, hopefully we don't have any more catastrophic failures today. Like this crack in the horn. And that was just too big of a piece to waste, so I went with it. But it definitely wasn't my first choice. Finally killed the glue stick. He's dead.
You left the link.
Yeah. Huh?
You left the link.
Okay, hang on. Give me just a second. I gotta set this down while the glue is wet.
It says if we're to both stream at the same time, that's how you do it.
Yeah. Alright. Cool.
So more or less, it's multi-witch TV, then your name / his name.
Oh, that's cool. Nice.
Harold, go let the dogs in, please.
Yes.
Thank you. No, I said let them in.
Sorry.
That's fine. Go. Harold, you're not. Oh. Get your shoes on. Here, come on. Let's see. Yeah, not too difficult. Nothing like what you're doing. Ha 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 ha.
Yeah. Well, sir, I have to tell you, this is the only art form I'm any good at. I can't draw to save my life. I don't have a steady enough hand for painting. Oh, yep, this piece has a fracture in it already. So let me just help it along. That way it doesn't fool me. There we go.
Yes.
I'm thinking maybe that that particular pane was abused in shipping, I hope. I guess we'll find out when we start using the other pane.
Chat log on your end seems to be pretty delayed. I don't know if you intended on this. There's a lot of money in it. One.
Yeah, I've got the 2-second non-mod delay up. Let me yeah, the in your Twitch settings, I've got the 2-second delay. Hang on, I can probably fix that here shortly.
Okay, the little tiny ones. If you want to give them to Oddball, you need to give him at least 2.
There. Now, I don't know if that'll fix it right away, but it's changed in my profile anyway.
Okay, nah, it's cool, man. Don't change what you like.
No, I had that up originally when I started, and since my wife is right here, she can do all the mod things. It shouldn't be that bad.
I'm just making you aware. I know there always at least a 10-second delay.
Jeez. So with the natural stream delay, there's a with the 2 second delay setting that equals a 10-second real time delay. That's ridiculous. So yeah, I'm glad I took it off then. Scraps and scraps. All right.
What? Yes. No. Not for rabbit. Dogs.
Oh, I gotta shrink this back down. Shrinky shrink. So I can see what I'm doing. There we go. Oh, almost forgot. And this stuff is almost as bad uh, as the black. Now, obviously, I don't talk very much through this process because it's very loud. Uh, if you've got any questions, I will address them once I'm done grinding this piece or chat or whatever. I also, since my wife is in channel, she can converse via the keyboard, via the scrolling chat. But yeah, so sorry if I'm busy for a minute. Harold, can you turn off the heater in the kitchen?
Harold, this working in the kitchen right now.
Also, turn off the other heater just to be safe.
I was on very low.
Yeah, I know, but just off.
Off, off. Okay, off.
Yeah, put the temperature back where we want it and just off. And then we'll turn it on a bit. All right, now let's see how that fits. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out logistics, gingivitis, but uh, yeah, we would definitely ship it insured, and if I have to, I could make repairs or make a new one depending on how bad it was.
Okay, since you've been back there, he's asked,
I saw the last question. That's
yeah,
what I was responding to.
I played Cards Against Humanity on Into the Night last night, played. Averaged around like 6 viewers. I understand why people get paid so much money to do this for a living. What is that device? I answered it's glass grinder. He asked how old is the model. I told him that we really not know because we bought it old, but you might be able to tell him if you.
Yeah, I have no idea how old it is. I know that brand is still made. It's a Whistling. But yeah, I have two other grinders, but one of them is in storage in Alabama, since I currently live in El Paso. It was just a whole bunch of stuff that wouldn't quite fit in the moving truck is sitting in a storage locker in Alabama till we can afford to retrieve it. It's a long trip. It's a 2-day trip, just to get there, and another 2 days to get back, and then there's the rental fee for the truck. So we're waiting till we can afford it. The storage locker is only like what, $40 a month.
Let's see. After that, let's see.
And the other grinder I own, we think is in Colorado, or there's a possibility it might be with the stuff in Alabama. We're not exactly sure on that one, but we're fairly certain it's with my family in Colorado.
The next thing is sounds like a weak motor in it, unless that's just how it works.
If you put too much pressure on it, you can stop the drum. It works just like a set of old drum brakes on a car. Too much friction, and it does stop. And I'm guilty of putting sometimes a little much pressure on it. So that's partially my fault.
I told him that on our end it's not that weak, but through the stream it does sound weak. Then he goes, I pay him to make me something. I'm just afraid that I'll break in transit. I said he would be willing to take you on. We plan on having them professionally packed.
The next project is only going to be 12 by 12, and the Fun King project that I did, I don't know if you saw the pictures in Slam's chat that I posted in Slam's Discord, but that was 23 by about 14, I think it was.
Pretty close, yeah. Then he goes, I just want something small, not that big at all. Sounds like I'd be better to just phone a friend and fly them back home.
Yeah, that would be an option, but we were gonna research between UPS and FedEx, and probably crate it, ship it in a crate, because that's how. You probably never bought glass, but you can get glass in giant panes almost as big as this. Actually, maybe even this size, but taller. And that's what they do. They pack it in giant crates. box crates and with foam and stuff, but that's how they ship it. So something this big would definitely warrant a crate. The Fun King one, maybe not. Might not need a crate. Uh, but I'm gonna see, and we'll see how it travels. If it travels fine, I don't see any reason why I can't do any size.
And then he says I don't even want one that big, and I think he's talking about.
Oh yes, this thing is ginormous. So Spooner Sloth, this is literally to fit in his basement window, and he measured it, and it's 34 by 34. So that's what I'm making this glass to, and it's going to have a little 3D printed frame. It'll probably be as thick as this rail and frame put together, maybe just a little bit thicker. But it'll be once the 3D printed frame is on it, it'll be roughly 36 by 36. I'll know the exact measurements once I get it printed. I've already got it designed and everything.
He's saying 6x6 maybe.
Oh yeah, that would be easy. It should ship. 6x6 would be basically that long. Oops, not in frame. Would be that long from here to there. Square, so it'd be like that. Yeah, that something that big should ship fairly easily.
He says if you don't have a printer, we can 3D print one at my work.
I've got one on the way. I bit the bullet on a CR10. It's just got to get here first.
And he puts it, I guess he put down his work link. He says sorry to share the link if you don't want it.
Oh no, that's fine. What I might do is do my measurements on the on the Fun King piece of glass and finalize my design for the frame and send it to you and see if it's gonna work as a prototype. Alrighty, so my next step is this little space right here.
Oh, you need to foil that piece.
Yeah, I need to foil this piece, but I'm just trying to think ahead here.
Oh, okay.
I am lost in thought. It's unfamiliar territory.
Stay here. You're not moving.
Yeah, there we go.
You can go right there.
Meow.
You can go there. I don't care.
Coffee.
Well, I meant stay right there unless you want to go to breadroom. You're not chasing after the rabbit with the police. That's not what that was for.
Yeah, I'm probably just gonna make it out of PLA. Since they're meant to be inside, there's no reason to not use PLA.
He says we 3D print in all kinds of different materials. If you need to get a quote,
Oh, I've got a design, Jinja. Actually, since I'm on my computer, I probably could show you at the end of the stream if you hang out with me long enough.
And then you gave the an address who would be your quoting guy, or just need an STL file,
Yeah, I could send you the STLs too.
or I could design it for you.
Like I said, I've got to. The only thing I've got to double check on the design is the depth for the channel where the glass sits in. I when I initially designed it, the sketch I just made an arbitrary thickness for the channel, and so I've got to double check with. Since I've got the Fun King soldered, exactly how thick it is with the solder on it, and I've got a set of calipers here buried somewhere over here.
Supply box.
Oh, you moved them? Okay. Anyway, so I'll use some calipers, get a measurement, and then I can go back in and make sure what I've got is going to be a thick enough, a wide enough channel for the glass to sit in, and that's the only thing I really got to do on the design.
Fair enough. That's perfect. Hey, I told you not to go down there. I put those up there so they're out of the way. She can play with them now, but I needed them out of the way last night. Where is she? Okay.
What I did, I can describe it to you while I'm working here. For Fun Kings, I took his logo with the lettering and everything, and he sent me I think it was it a GIF file or I don't remember what it was, but anyway, I brought it into Fusion 360 as a canvas, and then I sized it over my blank design, and then I used a spline to draw outlines, and then I extruded it on top of the design I already had at different heights, so that when I print it, I can do the multicolor printing via layer height thing, so I can do color switches at certain layer heights.
Keep track of what's going on chat, and I have to keep paying attention to you.
So that way the frame will have his logo, and I think it'll be a nice touch. I did something similar for this Spooner Sloth project, but I used a different process for his name. Fusion 360 has a text function, and I found a font that I kind of liked, and then I once I finalized it, you can extrude that pattern just like a regular design extrude. But the spline work for the sloth, oh my goodness. Pushing and pulling and adjusting the tangents. Well, and it's not like the Fun King was that much easier, but the sloth with the curling horns was definitely one heck of a spline job. But since I imported the image first and I sized the image. Basically, the spline just went over the top of that, and I didn't have to worry about dimensioning. That was the only advantage to doing it that way. Alrighty, so that's what we've got so far. I'm going to do that centerpiece, and I think I'm going to do it in 3 pieces. Reason being, I do want to get these little tufts of fur, if I can get the camera to point in the right direction, those little tufts of fur right there. I want to make sure I get those. So in order for those to stand out, I'll do it in 3 pieces. Come on, up.
As long as you don't lose pieces.
Would you? Come on, fingers.
Will you hurry up?
There we go.
Bless you. Now go.
Now, I've talked about this before on stream, but not when you were here, Jinja. So, to enlarge this sloth to where it is now, I took the original image and I literally blew it up on our home copying machine using the enlarge function. I actually had to do it multiple times. I think I did 400% the first time and then 200% the second time to end up with this. And of course, as you go bigger, you start cutting it up. And the only problem is it's not a perfect process. It kind of has a fish islands effect. So you get one part like this scaled perfectly to where it matches, and then the other part, like up here, is off just a bit. So, those little imperfections I've just got to fix myself as I go.
He says, I don't know if you do it, but you could import your signature and engrave it onto your object on the frame, although I'm not
I could get an engraver. I thought about that. Um, I'm still thinking about it actually. I could engrave right on the glass, my signature.
It keeps fluctuating between 3 and 4 views.
That's fine. As long as we've got 3, that counts towards the affiliate status. And the frame's another good option.
Heck, you could metal print a cookie cutter square design for your signature and press hard into the frame, then paint over it.
Yeah, that's another option too. At this point, I'm still thinking about it, but the more I think about it, the more I think that if I want this to grow into an actual like semi business instead of just a hobby, which I kinda would like to have happen, um, I really need to sign my work. Not that I think it'll ever be worth anything someday, but if it is, the people who own it would certainly appreciate that I signed it.
He says if you use PLA, because PLA is tough, that's the painting over it.
Right. That'll work. The nice thing is I should have a nice stockpile of smaller pieces. I'll just turn over here. We're going to get in my little scraps box. close on that one, but no cigar. It'll probably work for the middle one, though. There we go. Yep, that'll work. Alright, so there's one down. Two down. Get this closer. There we go. close it up because that's where everything sits. When you're ready, Mom, we need a noise.
Well, when I'm working on my computer, I forget I gotta get it into the box.
Mm-hmm. go. They fit, if just. Now the other side. Yes, Mom? No, that it's just that was funny.
Great overtures and preludes, and it was like,
And it starts with the William Tell Overture, of course.
I had no idea, okay?
That's funny.
That's pretty bad. I'm keeping tempo on my game here.
There we go. Don't know how well you guys can hear that in the background, but got the William Tell Overture.
You behaving?
All right, now for the water bath.
Why would start attacking me? You were attacking him.
Ah.
Okay, you go in Brian's room and make sure that Mark is asleep.
Oh goodness.
I told you to go to your room. Yeah, and then you came to my room and tried to help out. Go to your room now. I don't care. What deck of cards?
Yeah, that was a good idea, Ginger. I may do something like that. I don't know. I'll think about how I want to do it. Because the more I think about it, the more I think signing things would be a great idea.
Get away from the tree. No. No. Hmm?
And again, what this process does is just washes off the glue and also the particles of glass that may have accumulated along the sides during the grinding process. Even if you didn't use a template and didn't need to wash off the glue, you still have to rinse the glass particles off, because if you do not, the foil will not stick. One side is adhesive, and what'll happen is it'll stick to the particles and lose its sticky. There we go. Oh, and just so you can see it, the rolls now come in their own dispenser, which I think is awesome. They did not used to package them that way, but I'm glad they do. biggest struggle with foiling is keeping the foil centered so that you have overlap on both sides of the glass. And I have had in this project, uh, because the panes are so big, spots where it didn't quite happen like it needed to, and so then I had to go back with little sections of the foil and um, kind of patch it, if you will. So I've found with foiling, up to a certain point, like there is a point where the pieces are so small that it's hard to foil, just because the pieces are hard to handle because of the small size. But generally speaking, the smaller pieces are easier to foil and the larger pieces are harder to foil. And we're talking, you know, those large panes up at the top. Um, because it's harder to see what you're doing all along the edge and whatnot. But the opposite is generally true with cutting, with a few exceptions. Sometimes the personality of the glass decides otherwise. But the general rule with cutting is the bigger the piece is, the easier it is to cut and grind. So you've got two different equations kind of headbutting against each other, to figure out how overall easy it is to do each piece. And I know it probably sounds weird to talk about glass in terms of personality, but really I find that's a good analogy because each color, each different type of glass I have worked with all has its own um, personality when you start working with it. Some of it is more difficult than others. Some of it breaks easy. Some of it breaks too easy. Some of it um, is not so easy to break, and that can cause its own difficulties. Um, some of it fractures easily, like I'm finding this gray stuff does, which makes it difficult to do the larger pieces because when you're cutting it out, it fractures on you in a way that you did not want it to. And so it's kind of the same thing with old car mechanics and older cars, you know, especially going back to the days of carburetors and such. You know, each car, each engine, each carburetor would have its own quote unquote personality, and glasswork is much the same way. You know, the old Herbie the Love Bug movies, they were fun and animated and whatnot, but behind all that, there was a grain of truth to that because each car that you owned, even in the same manufacturer, could have distinct personalities. Some were quote unquote cold blooded and then took forever to warm up, and once they warmed up, they worked so much better. Some were just difficult in general, and so on.
Watch your food, dude.
Yeah, I hear it. There we go. That's really tight, but it is in there.
I thought Fancy all I see is a chair.
Yeah, give me a second.
It's like, hon, all I see is a chair.
There it is. I was needing both hands to get them in there. They are tight. It does not get any tighter than that. So, what I'm gonna have to do here is, first of all, kind of smooth that out. I think I'll go like this. There we go. And then I'll split the difference there. Whoops, get that in the middle of the overlay. All right. So to preserve these points, I'm gonna have to split this. What I think I'll do is I'll do it like this. I'll do it in 3 pieces. And hopefully when we've got all that glass in there, it will look kind of like just the natural grain of the fur, if you will. Like how people have natural crowns and parts in their hair. Hopefully that's what that ends up looking like. There we go. All right. The next thing I want to do is these edge pieces, to get them out of the way, because I've already decided they're going to be a different color. What I want to see real quick is if I have some scraps that are big enough. Probably not, but I'm looking anyway. Maybe. That wouldn't be big enough for at least one of them.
Oh, brother.
What?
The Flying Dutchman.
Well, of course that would be in the list with the great overtures.
I know.
This piece, there's no way. Nope. Alrighty. I'll need this pane for the other piece.
How costly is a piece like this?
You know, I need to run the math on it, because it's not just the cost of the glass. Obviously, my time factors into it. I'm giving this as a gift to Spooner Sloth. But the depending on which pane of glass we're talking about, the price runs between $7 a square foot and 15. The average is about $9 a square foot, 9 or 10, somewhere in there. And then, of course, my time. So this one, so far, we've been working on for a little over a week.
Mm-hmm.
And let's see, I started on Monday, so I've only got one weekend into it so far, and I'm only streaming once today instead of twice. But at 3 hours of stream times 7 times 8 streams so far. So that's how many hours I've got into it. Huh?
24 hours.
Yeah, so far I've got 24 hours worth of work in this. And I've probably got at least another week, depending on this gray is that I'm been using, this lighter color, is super difficult to work with. So I may end up using a lot more of it than I first anticipated, just to get it to look halfway decent. Alright, gotta get that out of there so I can lift it up just a fuzz. There we go. So you figure this is 34 by 34, so you'd have to do 34 divided by 12, and then that times itself to get the square footage. So it's like,
3 and some.
yeah, it's not quite 3 foot square. So that'd be so if you figure $9 a square foot, and we've got roughly 3 square feet. The glass isn't that expensive. It's the time and the labor. And of course, there's the solder factors in there somewhere, and we're just talking rough numbers right now. But I do have someone He may or may not show up in chat. He generally shows up for the evening streams, but his name is Pop Top. He wants to commission me to do his logo, so I'll have to do the hard math for his and actually figure it out. And then, of course, the shipping. The shipping is going to be outrageous. Well, for something this size. But again, this is going as a gift, so it's all on me. And this stuff doesn't look like much now, but if you go on my Instagram and look at the Fun King 3D, the last picture that I took with it in the light, it looks awesome with the light hitting it. And my Instagram, since I don't have the timer anymore, is just Renaissance_Tinker_Dork. All right, so there's that side. Get ready for a noise command, please. as I drop it. Fortunately, this stuff is pretty hardy. Hang on just a second. I'm gonna just give it a quick bath to get the gooky paper and glue off of it, and then I'm gonna do a test fit. I may have to go back to the grinder. There we go. And sometimes the foil doesn't like the curves, so you gotta patch it anyway. See if I can show the camera. The foil kind of got tore up. Come on, focus. Focus. Anyway, you can kind of see. Sort of. That's why I said you can kind of see. Sort of. There we go. All right, now the other side. That actually looks good like that. That looks awesome. So it's actually shaded like a shadow almost. And I think I'm gonna do the same thing with this piece and this little piece over here underneath the curl of the horns.
He says I'll lurk, but I gotta go get Mom's gift.
That's cool, man. Appreciate the lurk.
First world problem.
Don't have too much fun being out there with all the last minute Christmas shoppers. Come on.
Now we're back up to porch.
I appreciate you being here. As I said, be careful. Well, then go get him. You know where they are. Done with that color for now. I'm gonna go ahead and put away my scraps. Krista, get ready.
Up. Come on, let's go.
Oh, cool.
Muxie didn't come up though.
Yeah, that's weird. I'm gonna probably have to redo the window then.
And for some reason, when I put in exclamation mark noise, it didn't come up. So,
The bot's probably having issues. Hang on, let me reset it. I wish you'd have told me before I started.
No. Well, normally I thought it was a misspell. So by the time I noticed it, you were already back there. So I just went and copied and pasted the warning.
Oh, well, that works too.
I could figure things out on my own.
Let me fix that.
It's like I was in the middle of helping you and helping kids and everything else.
Muxie's still good. Really?
Harold, calm down, please.
Hmm. I may be having connection issues.
Huh?
Stupid, oh, I know what I'll probably have to do. I need to clear my history. Hang on. I don't know. Chrome's dead. I'm still streaming, but I don't know for how long.
Well, we only have less than a half hour to go anyhow.
All right, I'm gonna have to do it quick.